Coach Jen here. Welcome to the Tough Team Challenge. Just wanted to hop in here and give you a little preview about what this challenge is, how it all works. So what we're going to do on this live call is I'm going to introduce you to some of our team, at least give you a little introduction to who they are. I'm going to go over why we're doing this challenge, who it's for. I got a little notepad right here so I make sure I can get all the details in for you guys. What we believe, what you could win, how it works. We're going to answer some FAQs. We've been getting a lot of questions in here. And then how the challenge works, and then what you do next. So super pumped that you guys are here. So again, welcome to the Tough Team Challenge. Officially, we get started this next Monday, Memorial Day. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be sweet. Hey, I see Alicia's on, I see Scott's on, I see TJ, Lance. We've had over 200 coaches, parents, and athletes join just in less than the last 24 hours. So this is gonna be super awesome. A really great opportunity for your team, regardless of whether you're attending under a rec team or you're a college coach. The cool thing is that the mental performance, the mental skill training that we're gonna be supplying to you guys is it works at all levels. So every single athlete, every single parent and coach who's part of this challenge, you guys are going to have the opportunity to get bite-sized nuggets of how you actually apply mental game skills. Every single one of you has been posting in questions before you come into this challenge, and there's such incredible questions. How do I get buy-in from my whole team? What do I do if my team isn't all going to be doing this challenge? Well, how do I get my athletes to be more confident when they go up to the plate? What do I do when I've got athletes that are all different mental levels, skill levels? How do I make sure that they're all getting mental development when they're at different levels? Such good questions. So how this works is every single morning during the challenge, we'll be posting in a mental toughness tip of the day. Very something simple, something actionable, because a lot of people, they talk a big game when it comes to mental toughness, when they talk about mental skills, personal development. But the problem is if I want to get stronger, right, if I want to build my muscles, I can't just talk about going and doing push-ups. I actually have to go do the push-ups. So what I did is I invited my incredible friends, Melanie Rushing and Alicia Smith from Mental Sweet Spot. They're the bomb when it comes to building mental skills. The things that they're doing with their teams and their clients is incredible. So for some of you who are wanting to take your game, your mental game to the next level, you'll have an opportunity to do that at the end of this challenge. But during this challenge, Alicia and Mel, and then we brought in the amazing TJ, man, he is a mindset guru. He's all about making sure that your athletes know how to fuel their bodies and their minds for optimal performance. We've got an awesome lineup, an awesome staff here for you guys. So what's going to happen is every single morning you'll come in, you'll have a single actionable, like bite-sized, like fun-sized nugget of something that you can actually do to start improving your mental game. You'll be able to forward that on to your athletes. Your athletes can actually implement this activity during the week, so you can start to see how it affects them in their games, in their practices, in their mindset, how they show up, right? So they're going to have an activity to do every single day. And my recommendation is, as coaches, as parents, we're going to be doing this with you. So I'm an athlete now too, even though I don't play softball anymore. So I'm actually going to be doing this activity as well. I know we've got amazing amazing people. That's right, Stacy. Speaking of amazing people, guys, I want to introduce you to Stacy Mahoy. Oh my gosh, Stacy is like our personal Yoda. So she is here as a resource for all of the parents that are in the group. She has 8 children of her own. The older ones, yeah, there we go. Speaking of TJ, hey TJ, Stacy is an incredible. She's my personal Yoda. She's going to be taking the principles that we're teaching the athletes and showing you as a parent how you can implement it into your life, parenting high-performing teen athletes. So it's really, really awesome. Let's see. So we talked about why we're doing this. Why we're doing this is because I've seen a lot of parents, coaches asking lately about the mental game. A lot of misconceptions about what it is, how to implement it. So we want to make sure we give you actionable tips to make sure you can implement it into your game. Who we are, our entire team, every single person that is here supporting you guys along this journey. Each one of us will be going live on different nights of the week. We're people that are on a mission to really make a difference in youth lives, and we believe we can do that through sport. Every single one of us will come in throughout the week. We'll tell you our story, why we do this. You'll get to know a little bit about our background and our experience and why we're here doing this. I've had the opportunity to I've really been blessed to be able to speak all across the country, all across the US and Canada. Spoke to hundreds of thousands of athletes, and everywhere I go, I've learned so much about the real life challenges that athletes, coaches are facing now today. And so we want to bring what we've learned, what we found works, and bring it to you here live for the first time ever, unprecedented access to our team. Liz, so glad you're here. Beth, love you, Beth. Jill, good to see you. Glad you guys are here. Welcome, Kirk. So let's talk about what you could win. You guys want to know about what you could win? Because we're going to do a challenge. If we're going to talk about being competitors, if we're going to compete, we got to have some prizes, man. So give me a heart. Give me some thumbs up if you want to know what you could win, because this is super exciting. And then we're going to talk about how it works. All right. So you want to know? You want to know what you can win? Let me know. All right. So we're like, listen, if these teams go all in, they actually implement this stuff, right? They actually take the little tips we're giving them and they do it, right? We're gonna have an opportunity at the end of the challenge for every single person, whether you're an individual or a team, to submit your little story about why you believe that you should be the toughest team. And we'll give more description about this as you go on throughout the challenge. But what we're gonna do is, for one team, you will be crowned this year's toughest team. And whoever wins this year's toughest team is going to win what we call a tough team clinic experience. So what that means is we're going to come to you live, wherever you are in the US or Canada. We're going to come to you. We're going to bring some of our team. We're going to give you an epic on-field experience implementing these mental game skills at a high level. And it doesn't matter if you're a college team and we got to wait till the fall, if you're a travel team, if you're a rec team, doesn't matter. Anybody is eligible to win this. All right, so we're going to come out to you. We're going to work with you guys at the level that you are at. Then we're going to do an impact weekend. I can't even go into all the details of what this is, but basically it's this epic leadership event. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. It's really going to help your athletes take their game to the next level. It's an awesome event. It will change your life. I'm telling you, the people who get this event, it will change your life. We're going to do a best season ever clinic for your community, which is all about how do you take the confidence hacks that we've learned from the world's top athletes and top coaches and implement it into your game personally. You guys are going to get a behind the scenes tour of that. Then we're going to have a really fun night out. We're going to have some food. We're going to have some fun. Oh my gosh, it is going to be awesome, and we can't wait to come hang out with you. So one team is going to have this incredible weekend, all expenses paid, taking care of you guys, giving you the VIP treatment. Oh my gosh, I know, it would be awesome. So so good luck with that. And along the way, if you're not on a team that's doing the challenge and you're an individual that wants to, we're also going to be awarding winners along the way with free books, free trainings, just for interacting during the 10-day challenge. So again, how it works. So here's how the challenge works. Every single morning, come to this group. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a link to where you can actually share it out with all your kids, even if they're not on Facebook, even if they're not on Instagram or social media. We're actually going to be giving you a special link each day that you can forward out. You can just text it out to your girls, to your parents on your team, to the coaches in your organization. So you'll be able to send out the mental toughness tip of the day. And then every single night for the next 10 days, starting on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, that's 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. I don't know what time that is, Hawaii time. Stacy lives out there on the island, so she'll have to fill us in. But at 9 p.m. Eastern time, me and one of the other team members, we're going to go live, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a deep dive training into how do you actually implement this stuff on an ongoing basis. So we're going to give you some introductions, right? But it's just like if I want to get strong. I know we had a parent that asked, how do I know if mental training really works? Or how do I know that she's not just going to go back to her old habits? Great question. It's like, well, if I go work out in the gym and I get results, but then I stop, well, obviously I'm not going to keep those results forever. So you can do, a lot of people think you can do mental training once and it's done, but I wouldn't just go to one hitting lesson or one pitching lesson and think that now I'm good to go, right? Eventually the mechanics break down, things need to be tweaked. It's like, look at this field over here. Like there's a 8 Anderson University softball field right behind me right there. But if I don't go consistently pluck the weeds grow back. And the same thing happens in our mental game. As your girls get to higher and higher levels of their sport, they're going to have to make sure they do maintenance, or they do new levels of workouts, that they learn new levels of mental performance skills. And so there are levels and there are depths to this, right? But we're going to get you guys all an introduction that's absolutely applicable, that will work with you guys with where you're at. And we're super pumped. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is probably this may be the only time we ever do this. So if you're part of this right now and you're watching this right now, you're here at a very special time. 1. 2, you guys are going to get unprecedented access to our entire team. So every single night we're going to go deep levels of training. We're going to talk about what you guys need to do to be able to continue that, and we're going to answer your questions. So you don't have to come to every single live, but I promise you every single live is going to be chocked full with stuff that you will not hear anywhere else. All right, so make sure if you can get on those live, if you listen to them on your morning's commute, people who are on live, you guys have great chances of winning prizes. If you interact, live comments, that kind of stuff, but like if you're watching the replay right now and you comment back, we're gonna come back and respond to you, all that kind of stuff. So that is how the challenge works. On day 10, that is when you will get your assignment for how to win the Tough Team Challenge, how to submit your entry. You'll know exactly what you need to do. Your girls will know exactly what they need to do to submit their entry. At day 10, we are gonna shut down this group. So no more people. I think that's the 15th of the month. I think, I'm not sure, I'll have to check it. Stacey, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but on day 10, after this next Monday, we're gonna shut down the group. Nobody else will be able to enter. The people who enter between now and the end of the challenge, the 10 days, they will still have 10 days to go through all of the daily tips to implement them and turn in their story. But on the 15th of June, which is a Friday, that is when we're shutting it down. All entries will be in, and we will then go and we will announce the toughest team. All right. So I know it's so awesome, right, Beth? It is really, we're excited. This has been something we've been thinking about. We've been working out the details of how we were going to do it for a little while, and we're like, now is the time. Let's do it. People are excited about the Women's College World Series. People need this now more than ever. You know, I just got back from, one of my girls played in her sectional finals last night from her high school team. She's a freshman catcher. They had beat the number 1 and the number 3 state in the team. I was there watching her, and I had another mom come up to me and say, oh my gosh, this one pitcher from this other school, she's decided she's never going to pitch again because she crumbled under the pressure and she's done, right? And this is so common, you know, and whether you're looking to be able to bust through that next level of performance and you feel like your team has hit a plateau, whether you're going to be going for showcases for the first time this year. Oh my gosh, Alicia Smith, one of our coaches on our team, she was telling us how she had an athlete who her team was getting ready to go to all these showcases. She had a dream of playing for a very, very well-known Division I university and had a very good, strong opportunity to be there. Physically had all the components to be able to make it. So her team had been preparing her physically to be there. Awesome athlete, like a stud, right? But when she got there, all of these breakdowns happened, totally mental. Like dropped a ball right behind home plate that right next to the catcher, playing third base, you know, hit a foul ball that bounced into fair and didn't run to first. All of these little things that she had never done in her life up to that point, and then probably never did again after that point because she wasn't mentally prepared. And so if you're the kind of team that's getting ready to go to those showcases, definitely want to make sure that you're not only in the challenge, but you're listening for that opportunity that we're going to make available for those of you who really want more of this. Okay, so we are going to have an opportunity for some of you guys who really want to take this to the next level, and so we'll share more about that along the way. But right now, what we're looking for is those teams who take action, those coaches who are committed to this, because it's so easy to say, yeah, I'm all in on the mental game. People like to talk about it. If you go to Facebook groups, you start having a conversation about it, the comments will go down. Like it'll blow up. But a lot of people aren't so committed that they will show up for 10 days in a row. So here's the rules. Show up, speak up, reach up. Show up, that's step 1. Every single morning, do that tip, share it with your team. The more people from your team and your organization that you have in this group, the more chances you have of winning, okay? Doesn't mean that you can't win, it just means you have more shots, okay? So I would recommend you share this group, text your friends on your team, give them a phone call if you have to. Be like, what are you doing? We've got to do this. This is so awesome. Tell them about the prize. Get them in here. Get your coaches on board. If they're not on board right away and they're like a little skeptical, that's okay. One of the first days we're going to be talking about buy-in, because that's such a huge thing about how do you get everybody on the same page. But right now, get everybody in. Go to the share button. Share this with them. Send them personal messages. What you got to do. So show up every single day for the morning tip. Number 2. Is reach up. So we're on those evening lives. Ask your questions. This is your opportunity to get the real raw truth answer. Like Alicia and Mel, they have interviewed hundreds of coaches, and they've had every single experience. Like, we were at the NFCA clinic and we were standing there at the booth and we were having all of these coaches, NCAA Division I, Division II, Division III, some pro athletes come by, travel ball coaches, right? The best of the best coming by, having these conversations. And it's incredible. Like, even I was talking to a Division I athlete the other day who had just fallen out of the tournament, and she was like, yeah, even our coaches, like, they talk about this stuff, but they don't know how to teach it to us. They don't know, like, they say, you know, work on your focus, work on your breathing, you guys got to be tough, you got to let go of mistakes. They say this stuff, but we're trying, but how do we do it? And so that is what this is all about. Jill says, if we don't have our own team, can we share with multiple coaches in the area, and then that would count as our team? Ooh, that's a great question, Jill. Stacey, what do you think about that? That's a good idea. I think that would be all right. I mean, Jill, let me think about that. I'll consult with my team. If you want to do like a city local team, we might be able to do something like that. If you don't have a team, I'll think about that. That's a good question. Let's see, we got some more questions coming up. So show up, speak up, reach up. Yeah, we'll think on that one. We'll think on that one, Jill. I like that question though. I like how she's thinking out of the box, ladies and gentlemen. So show up, do the stuff, share it with your teams, reach up, ask questions, speak up. That's whenever you're going to share your experience, and you've got that shot to win this year's toughest team. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. I don't know if we're ever going to do this again. I cannot wait to introduce you to all of our coaches because they are incredible. Literally, we've brought together the best of the best. I'm so honored to be able to have the opportunity to work with them. As I was coming over here and I was writing my notes, and I hit the play button, hit the record button because it was right at 8 o'clock, and I threw my pen, and I don't know where my pen went, but that's okay. So guys, if you have questions, post them in the comments below. That is all for now. We officially get started on Monday. Make sure you share this with your you know what? That's a really, here's what I'll tell you, Jill. Definitely share this with other coaches and athletes in your community, because if we come to your community, right, and then you would have a chance of coming to those events. How about that? Okay, at least a couple of those events. The private team stuff, we'll have to have a conversation about that. Oh yeah, I'm pumped up too. I'm so excited. All right, bringing a clinic to their area. Yes. All right, guys. That is all for now. I can't wait to see you next week. This is gonna be epic. This is gonna be awesome. Until next time, I challenge you to play up.